What's up, Pokemon trainers? Has this ever happened to you where you're out and about, you're playing, and you see an alpha and you're like, do I have one of these? So you go to your boxes and maybe you have them all together, or maybe you have to search for that species and look at each individual one because the game doesn't have a search filter for their own gimmicks. Well, the solution is here. So if you want to catch them all, and I mean all of them, shinies, normals, alpha shinies, then you need to check out PokéPages. In this video, I'm going to go over the most complete form tracking tool for Pokémon Legends Z-A. Let's dive in. Listen, we've all been there. The game's just come out. It's easy right now, but in 2 weeks, 2 months, a year, it's going to be harder to know which forms you've caught, which ones you haven't, right? So this is a great way to keep track. You might have a sheet of paper, a notebook, a spreadsheet. Those things work, but they're not inherently designed for this use case. That's where PokéPages comes in. PokéPages gives you 4 different options for each Pokemon. Normal is your regular catches, your shinies, your big alphas, and the ultimate prize, those alpha shinies. You just tap a button to mark that you have a Pokemon of that form, and green means you caught it. It's that simple. When you need to find a specific Pokemon, you can use this search bar right here. So let's say we want Pikachu. We can see it's automatically filtering in real time, and it's also showing me the dex number. Or I could click here. I could also put in a dex number. So you see if I put in 53, I do see Pikachu. So if you don't know what Pokemon it is, here's one way to find out. Spend less time scrolling through and more time catching Pokemon. Another handy thing are these filters here. You see, myself, I'm only going to be focusing on the megas at first, right? And I want an alpha for each mega. So when I click this mega, it's only showing me the Pokemon that have mega evolutions. Don't worry about this number being off. I'm going to be updating all that behind the scenes. But please leave a comment if you see anything else off. I'd love to get it all up to date and accurate. Keep in mind the game came out pretty recently at the time of this recording. But these filters do make it much easier to focus on what you're hunting. And these progress bars are really fun. They are based off of the clicks that you do down below, so you don't have to do anything special. The top one just shows any form. The normal is, of course, these ones, and so forth. So you see we have the 230 for the first ones, and then 227, only the ones that can be alpha, and then the ones that can be mega. So if I want this one to be complete, then I would have to click a Pokemon that has a mega evolution and say I have the alpha shiny. So if I go down here, we see that bar is getting filled up. It's perfect for those of us that like to 100% things. And have you noticed these badges? The A stands for can be alpha, and the M stands for has a mega evolution. You also get this handy counter here. I'd like to maybe update this 4 out of 4 to show green or show complete or something. But that brings up, what do you guys think about the UI so far, the colors, and just how everything's working here? I'd love to know your thoughts. And one of the best parts is that this syncs to the cloud. So not only do you not have to worry about carrying around a piece of paper or anything, but you can also sign in and know that you're going to be able to sign in on a different device or delete your website data or your app data, and your progress will still be saved. This right here appears when you're not signed in, so I'm actually going to sign in a minute so we can see how this thing really works when you have some data in there. But if you're serious about completing your Pokédex, and I mean really serious, you need PokéPages. Alright, let's see it in action, guys. So this is one way to use it. You have your Pokédex up here, and you go through and you use that to help fill this in. Now, if you are going for a form dex, meaning you don't want to just have registered Totodile and crocodile, I guess is how you say that, then you want to uncheck those as you evolve them, right? Unless you catch an extra one, and then, you know, keep one of each, right? And the reason you might want to do that is so that you can transfer them all to Pokemon Home nice and easy. I'll have another video going on how to just organize them in your boxes, not anything too crazy. Pokemon Home does do the rewards now for completing the home dex for that game, but it doesn't matter if your old Pokédex had it in that game. What matters is what you bring into Pokemon Home. So they kind of make you catch 3 of each Pokemon, you know, for the ones that have 3 evolutions, right? But I'm just gonna keep going here, and that's how you can use it. Alright, so now that I'm signed in, you can see all of my forms in here. I can pull up my alphas, I can go through those, my shinies, and go through those and see which ones I have, right? And more importantly, which ones I don't have, so I can know which ones I want to catch while I'm out. So let's check my progress now, and we got a little bit going on. Oh, I definitely missed some because I have a shiny Pidgeot. Let's close that. Shiny, yeah. Now I got the shiny Pidgeot and the shiny Gyarados. So those are the 2 that I have shinies. I have a shiny and an alpha. So yeah, I need a lot more, right? But we're getting there. I'm gonna keep track. You guys do the same. Remember, the accounts are completely free, works offline, syncs to the cloud. What are you waiting for? Download PokéPages today or use it on the web. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, give it a subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get more content like this. Tell me in the comments, what's your dream shiny alpha? What are you looking for the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I know what you're thinking. What about male and female variations? Enter Pyroar. Right, what about Furfrou trims and Florges flowers? I know. I've thought about it. I want to implement it. I will. It'll be a lot of work on my end. That's why I need you guys to help. If this video gets 1,000 likes, then I will implement all of the special forms for all of these weird Pokemon, so you guys can just collect and collect until your heart's content. Alright. Catch you in the next one. Peace. It's perfect for those of us that have... But wait, these filters... Y'all chill out, Louie.